I listened to. Oh, this dude is hilarious.
I sent y'all that though. I told y'all I was gonna be good when it was that 3 hours. I sent y'all the actual pod though.
Yeah, no, I was already on it. I was been checking that shit out. It was funny.
So this is Corey Holcomb on the Cam Newton podcast. What is it? What do you call it?
Funky Friday.
Funky Friday. All right.
We all playing the game. But brother, you understand as we get older, we can't play the game no more. We got to stand on something. We can't play the game. We can't worry about being accepted. As we get older, and it's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you because I see it in you. I'm looking at you, bro. This ain't nothing phony, man. There's morality in you. As you get older, you're not gonna be able to smile things off. You're gonna be like, fuck it, be mad at me. Be mad at me. I don't care who mad at me. We all playing the game.
Okay. All right. So you sent it to us. What question did you have from that?
What did you think about it? Did you think he's telling the truth?
I think it's subjective.
Okay.
I think the ultimate response to opposition as you get older is definitely like, forget it, F it. You're just gonna be mad at me, and I'm gonna say what I said. You know, that also goes along with the thought process of the older you get, the more you get stuck in your ways. So, OG, what's good? What's good? How you doing?
What up?
Where you been hiding at, man? You been gone for the past couple weeks, or you just been in the clouds?
Definitely in the clouds.
In the clouds. I think you've been traveling. No
But
tolerance for bullshit. Yeah, facts.
But what if you are the one that is on that?
What you mean?
Because a lot of times the more you get stuck in your ways, the less likely you are to see the fault in your own errors. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, but you've been doing this all your life already, so
right. So now it's like you've been doing it for so long that you don't see what's wrong with what it is you're doing, or you've been doing it for so long, so now you don't want to put forth whatever effort you need to do to change your thought process.
But most old people know it's fucked up, and they will tell you like, this fucked up, but this is just the way I do it. When you go to OGs for like game, they'll be like, look, don't look and do my way. I know my way kind of fucked up, but this is just the way I do it. Because most of the people I go to say that. Like, I can't tell you how to do your way. You got to find your niche. But this, I can just give you some context clues of how I do what I do. But they'll tell you, like, this ain't the end-all, be-all. My way is not the end-all, be-all. Shit, I'm such and such years old. I'm not changing this. That's the way I do it.
Yeah, you do what works for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to find that.
But they're going to give you the truth, though. They always say that. If you want to know the truth, go to older people and babies, kids. They will tell you the truth. They will tell you the honest truth.
So, what my thought process is more along the lines of bad habits, or what can be deemed as a bad habit.
Give me an example. Say one.
Like thinking that you're right all the time. If you can't be told that you're wrong at any part in your life, and you go into old age thinking that you can never be wrong, even if you are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
People, according to what Corey Holcomb said, people get mad at you for thinking that you're right all the time. Well, F it. You're just gonna be mad at me. I'm always right.
I think if you're gonna tell somebody that they're wrong, you gotta have concrete evidence on showing. You know, just like if you offering up information, you need to show me the evidence on, or whatever it is that you got your information from. Show me that. Don't be the person to be like, oh, you got to go look it up. You got to go find it. No, if you're offering up information, show me that. So what I'm saying is, if a person, the person may think they're right and you think they're wrong, okay, present to me the information that you found out that contradicts what I'm saying. That's right. Actually right. A lot of times people go back and forth saying somebody's wrong or right over some simple opinions, So we got Google. You can Google this shit, and we don't even, we can save the back and forth.
Say, for instance, somebody has a habit of kicking their shoes off. when it, like literally kicking them off when they walk in the house.
In their house?
In their house. They fly over anywhere, right?
That's so crazy.
Now, somebody in the, right, you said it's their crib, right? Mm-hmm. Now, somebody that also lives in the crib says, hey, can you just, you walk past the mat when you get in the house. Can you just take off your shoes right at the mat?
And it's my crib. Right? No, because if this was an issue, this is how I am, right? So it depends. Is this your wife?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Right? I didn't say it, but
and you got a habit of doing this shit, and she been seeing you doing kicking shit, like, you know, kicking your shoe, like this nigga come in and he always kick his shoe off, and you married this nigga, and that was a huge problem. Now all of a sudden you want me to stop?
Well, the issue,
watch out, let me kick these goddamn shoes off.
But the issue is being stuck in their ways.
Hey, you got to compromise. It's still a point of compromise.
You know what I'm saying? Being stuck in your ways and getting used to doing what you did or what you're used to doing for X amount of years. Or along with what I was saying before, just being used to being able to do how it is that you do whatever it is that you do as long as you want to.
But you know what he was saying was in context though, right? You know what in context?
You talking about Corey Holcomb? Yeah, yeah. I know it. I'm just taking it because we didn't see that in that video.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So I'm just trying to give examples that can pertain to it. So let's see. OG said low tolerance for the BS. He said that's it in the clouds. All right, appreciate you for listening, OG. OG also said everybody has to find their way. Everyone really needs to daily be a work in progress. Always trying to learn more and be better in how they interact with people and the people they encounter.
Sounds like something George Bernard Shaw said. Mm-hmm.
But you know also what he was talking about too, how people try to go because it's the man. Like, we're not saying being a contrarian to everything, but sometimes shit just is what it is. You feel me? And it's like what Corey was saying, and why I agree with him so much is like a lot of this shit that's going on what you call it. People saying I don't judge when you know they do. People not telling people they wrong when you should. People just going along with the get along because you don't want the argument. That's what he was talking about, basically, what I took from it. You feel me? So that's what I said. I kind of agree with what he said because I fucks with Cam. I like Cam. I like Cam when he was playing football. I fucks with Cam. Now, Cam agrees with a lot of people that come on there and they lifestyles that they do and try to say this and that and the third when it's like, Cam, you know, if you went on your pod, you wouldn't agree with that shit, bro.
But do you think that is him trying to come from a journalist standpoint? Because a lot
probably
of
so,
you know what I mean. So you kind of have to take a non-biased approach.
You're right. You're probably right. I ain't even think about it.
You know, because these days, at least the past, let's say 20 years, you get you get your Foxes and you get your CNNs, and you know which side they're leaning on.
Yeah.
Right. So, but you don't have somebody who's straight down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think in order to be a real journalist or whatever, that you have to be straight down the middle. I mean, of course, there's going to be some bias that you still may end up having. Yeah. But you try your best to stay down the middle and give people the news or whatever it is that they're looking for.
Yeah, my apologies. You're right. He probably is because he do consider himself like a journalist and try to be because
if I'm interviewing, the interviewer.
He interviewing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're probably right. I ain't think about it like that. But yeah, but it's just the way like a person like Corey will be problematic because he speaks his mind. If he don't agree with it, he don't agree with it. He's not trying to rock with it, he's not gonna rock with it. And you got a lot of people out here that'll just rock with shit just to rock with shit, just so, they don't feel like arguing with you or nothing like that.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed about Corey though is he knows a whole lot more about what goes on with what he talks about, right? Mm-hmm. So, but in listening to what he says, and when you listen to it in context, he definitely sounds like he's researched and is very confident in what he's researched for that to be the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye, little motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? So.
If you know, you know.
You want the mop, man? Buy the mop. It's just funny.
I ain't laughed that hard since, bro.
That shit funny.
I laughed for like 45 minutes. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait. OG said Corey keeps it 1,000 straight, no chaser. Listen, for Corey, man, you really gotta listen to Corey to see how he goes live like every night at like 10 o'clock or something like that, 9 o'clock.
And guess what? People agree with them, but I don't agree with 100% of that shit Corey be talking about too. Sometimes I be looking like, what the fuck you talking about, bro?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I don't. I look at it as the shit. Are you talking about on the show or his community?
Just sometimes, period, and just everything Corey do. Because I will agree. I'll be like, yeah, that is. I agree with him on a lot of this shit, but then some things will be like, nah, I'm not agreeing with that. Nah, I don't rock with that.
So with comedy, I feel like it may not touch you personally.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it might, since it may not touch me, I kind of be, aloof to the situation. But it's still like, shit still might be funny. You know? So even though it might not affect me, shit funny. Somebody's going through that situation, and I feel like that's where he comes from.
Yeah, so I recommend people listen to that Cam Newton, Corey Holcomb interview. It was you have to kind of get out of your feelings if you're one of those people that kind of think with your feelings, because he like OG just said, Corey keeps it 1,000 straight, no chase. Like he does not censor himself at all.
Yeah, I think part of the problem with a lot of people, even when you had just basic conversations, you could just be general conversation. People want to personalize it. So they want to. They want to use them.
Yes.
I'm not talking about you. He ain't talking about you. It ain't got a shit that got to do. It ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on in your personal life or your relationships. You're personalizing those jokes. Now, maybe he hitting home to a certain degree about things, but you're making it about you. And I noticed that in conversations with people is that they want to make it about them or what they got going on. Like, this is just a general conversation.
And that's what I noticed about, especially, like, I was thinking about when I watched the interview and he was talking about, Cam asked Corey who was more influential, Kim Kardashian or T.I.
Mm-hmm.
And even me thinking with my logical brain, I'm like, T.I. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I wasn't thinking about it in the lens of what Cam Newton was talking about. So if we're talking about which one has more influence, the true answer is Kim Kardashian, because Kim Kardashian we don't need to go down that line of all the stuff, all the influence that she has in. But
have a lot of people, have a lot of women out here looking like ants.
What? You know what I'm saying? From ants to
ants is crazy.
Looking like they can't sniff anything through their nose.
Thick ass bug.
Get the mop, man. Get the mop. Stop all this stuff and get the mop.
Yeah, ants get the raid.
But yeah, Corey, it was tough for Corey to really look at Kim as being more influential than T.I. because of what her influence brings.
And then plus, Corey's a grown man. So Corey will listen more to T.I. than it will listen to Kim Kardashian.
It's like a double negative for her.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian ain't influencing just the younger generation, kind of, really.
I guess if you got BBL.
But that's still like a younger thing, right?
Hell no, these old hoes got BBL. Old hoes. We might have one or two in the clouds watching. You old hoes? No, just
I have like 3 subscribers to unsubscribe.
I've never, like, if your woman came to you talking about I want to get a BBL.
No.
Like, bro.
No.
If it's not like any extra enhancement, I think is like you trying to go.
Look,
you want attention from other. You want attention.
It ain't even that. It's, to me, like I say, pros outweigh the cons. You're gonna sit up here and go underneath the knife to get a fat ass. Do you know the complications that come with that? Your ass can start leaking. You can get an infection. You can die. That's the ultimate thing. You can die. So you're gonna have a surgery where somebody go cut on you or poke you that you don't have to save your life to maybe kill you.
Yes.
That's the way I look at it.
Yes. They said yes. There's a lot of them that said yes.
And I tell everybody that. Even females I talk to or whatever, like, they ask me about that. I'm like, no, why would you do something that's going to sacrifice your life like that? You're not thinking logically.
Don't do it in the gym. Get the best body that you can get in the gym.
And guess what? I tell this to them too. some of the most successful, I ain't gonna say this, that's going crazy, but the most married women out here have flat asses and getting their blacks blown out every night. Dude taking care of everything they need to be taken care of. They happy as hell with a flat ass.
1000%, because if you notice, whenever you ask someone who's gone through those surgeries, why did they do it? It's centered around two things. One, Jay Everyday said it, they want attention. And then two, it's centered around what men do on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Which also is connected to attention.
Y'all be hitting the like button on all the...
You double tap on this.
First of all,
but,
I don't do none of that.
No,
honestly, like I be trying to get that shit off my algorithm. Don't send me none of that shit. Please.
It's so bad that it takes the viewing 1 second of it. Like if you just accidentally like just scroll past and now your whole search. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. OG said, I don't agree with all he says, but he speaks from personal experiences. Listen, if the man can cut off and roast his own kids. Sheesh. And Nasty Beauty said Kylie Jenner is taking over the girls now like her sister did back in the day.
What she got going on? What she adding to the game?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Same thing. Makeup and surgeries, and social media clout. OG said the real question is in what context, in terms of, he asked earlier how and what influence does T.I. have, what influence does Kim Kardashian have, and the idea that Kim Kardashian has the idea of like beauty standards, maintaining beauty standards and selling sex, and T.I. is what T.I. stands for. But the thing is, Kim Kardashian has people out here trying to look for her. Look like her. Taking out loans, selling houses to get this stuff done to their bodies. Listen, Kim Kardashian got people out here willing to die, like Maul been saying, to try to look pretty. That's a lot of influence.
Pretty.